The truth about the alleged Venezuelan gang members deported by President Donald Trump is coming to light. Apparently, a good number of the people shipped off by the Trump regime to an El Salvadoran prison were nothing more than just soccer fans and regular people. In fact, one was an ex soccer player who got a tattoo. Then you have a shoe salesman, you got a social media influencer, and you got all these people, or just regular people that are not gang members at all. These are the people that Trump is kicking out of the country, claiming that they're all violent gangsters and are sticking them in a violent El Salvadoran prison camp. That is insane. So many of these people are from Venezuela. Okay. Again, they're shoe salesmen, they're social media influencers, they're bakers, they're just regular people that fled the government, fled the conditions in Venezuela. They came here on a legal immigration process, which Trump immediately scrapped. It's like, no, we're going to get rid of that. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Canceled. But no, none of that's true. But again, because of all these lies and conspiracy theories, the people who fled from one violent regime have now been victimized by another violent regime. Horrible. In fact, Antonia Cristina Barrios de Reyes, mother of Jerce Egbunik Reyes Barrios, sorry, I have a hard time with these names, the former professional goalkeeper, so that's the soccer player. The mother says, look, this has been a torture for us and injustice. My son is not a criminal. No, he's just somebody who got a tattoo. Social media influencer is Norberto Rafael Aguilar Rodriguez, who initially fled to Colombia from Venezuela and did so out of desperation because there's a lot of poverty and, let's be honest, a lot of sanctions, a lot of Western sanctions against Venezuela. It's causing a lot of hardship there, so people are fleeing from it. Jennifer Aguilar, his sister, says, we're campesinos. We come from the fields. We left Venezuela because we were starving. Yeah. Reyes Barrios and Aguilar were among 261 people, the vast majority of that are Venezuelans, expelled to El Salvador last week after the Trump administration alleged that most of them were affiliated with the Venezuela-based Tren de Aragua gang, which President Trump has declared a terrorist group. So, are they? Are they? No, they're not. The evidence against them is based on things like tattoos and social media posts. Wow. Relatives of the deportees deny that their family members have gang ties or even a criminal record. And at least half of all the people that have been arrested by ICE, actually more, do not have criminal records. Okay? A lot of them were simply just searching for better lives or escaping from prosecution. In fact, we have no idea what's going to happen, said Jerce Barrios, uncle of the soccer player. We understand and respect the laws of each country, but at the same time, we ask that please let justice be done and truly innocent people be released. Yeah. Reyes Barrios was detained at the Otay Mesa border post in California in September, according to a statement from his attorney, Lynette Tobin, when he appeared for his appointment under the Biden administration program known as CBP-1, which facilitated U.S. entry for prospective asylum applicants and others. According to Tobin, he was mistakenly accused of Tren de Aragua affiliation based on an arm tattoo and a social media post in which he made a hand gesture that U.S. authorities called a gang sign. The tattoo, a crown atop a soccer ball with a rosary and the word Dios, is actually an homage to his favorite team, Real Madrid, Tobin wrote. The hand gesture is a popular sign language rendering of I love you, the lawyer added. You know, it's funny. Elon Musk can go and do a Nazi salute and claim that, oh, no, I was just giving my love to the crowd. See, my heart goes out to them, right? Nothing happens to him. This guy gets a soccer tattoo and does a hand signal for I love you, and suddenly, gang member. The hypocrisy here is absolutely amazing. The guy was never part of a gang, okay? He was alleged to have been literally tortured in Venezuela for speaking out against their government. So he comes here. And of course, Donald Trump throws him in another horrific prison. Tobin portrayed Reyes Barrios as a law-abiding person who had never been charged with a crime and wrote that he had a steady employment record as a soccer player as well as a soccer coach for children and youth. But look, it didn't matter now what he did. Why? Because he's not white. And therefore, in the eyes of this administration, this racist, xenophobic administration, well, he had to have done something wrong. The Venezuelans sent to El Salvador have absolutely no legal recourse or for appeal or release, said attorneys, and may face indefinite detention, something they do not think they could ever get away with here in the United States, by the way. Not yet, anyway. As Michael on Parlberg, a political scientist who studies Latin America at Virginia Commonwealth University, says, well, this may just be a test to see how much cruelty people will tolerate. Quote, they're using these particularly vulnerable people as test cases. If we can deport people who don't have criminal records, people who are fleeing a regime that pretty much everyone and the U.S. government agrees is authoritarian, then we can deport anyone. What, like American citizens? Not good. He also wrote of the promotional videos of migrants being led out of planes in shackles. He called it, quote, a performative act of cruelty to scare people into not coming, to scare people who are here without papers, to scare people away from protesting. 100%. That is exactly what it's about. It is cruelty, and for cruelty's sake, but also, again, to send people a message. Do not come here. Unless you're white and are willing to pay Trump $5 million. That's it. Targeting a group of people for racist and xenophobic reasons, allowing them to be arrested, detained, and tortured, all for simply having the audacity for wanting to come here and live the American dream. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.